Hey guys, Darren here. Welcome to Mayhem Country Living. Drinking my turmeric tea. It's good stuff. Happy New Year. We are officially into the new year. We are into 2022. I still do not have a tripod. I'm going to set you down right here to make sure we don't go places or jiggle too dang much that way. It has been a crazy, hectic 2021. So much has happened, and we don't even really need to gloss over to go into all of the crap that happened, whether it is imagined or not. To a degree, I think it was, but there is something out there related to the pandemic. And then there are things that we are watching for. If you have been watching all the good people and the smart people, I haven't really been talking about it. 2022 is shaping up to be an interesting new year as well. There are clips of videos and whispers from China related to hemorrhagic fever and also something related to hantavirus, which you've seen video clips of them spraying all over. Cities are being quarantined again there. I don't know if that is related to the COVID. I don't know why it would be. And if it was indeed related to that, why aren't they doing that here in major cities here in the United States? Which leads me to believe bull, What are my thoughts for 2022? I see a whole lot of videos about people doing predictions and all that stuff. I'm not going to do any predictions really, any general stuff, because the last thing, well, we won't even talk about that. For 2022, more lockdowns, more restrictions. These are going to be related to big box stores and large corporations and companies having problems filling seats, and blaming it on the virus rather than blaming it on the restrictions from the previous year, which caused it all. It's my thought, anyway. Who knows? They may ban this this video or gig me again. Where she goes. But I focus on the tangible, what I can do, what I can control, what I can work with. My hydroponics, my property, my family, the stuff I do with my hands. That's the stuff that we should all focus on, in my opinion. Things that we can touch, work with, people in our group, somebody that we can talk to, explain things to, or learn stuff from a physical warm body, not a bureaucratic doctor who tells you do this and this and this. I don't think that's the way we should proceed, because most everybody, not all of everybody, but most everybody did that in 2021. And that's why we are here. Lockdown, shortages, overwhelming interest rates, collapse of the dollar is imminent, and a lot of good stuff there. You know, a whole bunch of stuff. I really don't have a whole lot of good stuff to say, other than if you have been preparing and doing the good things that you need to do, it will be a lot smoother and a lot easier for you. If not, it is going to be a long road to hoe, as we say down here in Alabama. That is not to say you cannot achieve everything. It is just problematic because there's so much. Basically, at this point, if you are starting from the beginning, you need to duplicate everything you have in your household. In my opinion, I could be wrong. People, people say I'm crazy. I could be insane, I guess. But that is my thought. There are a lot of people who are smarter than I am who are predicting a lot worse conditions and a lot worse environments. I would say let's give it a wait and see attitude. What am I doing for 2022? I am playing with my grandkids a lot more. Working with my dogs, my German Shepherds, security around the property a whole lot more. Putting in new fences, new cameras, new lights, stuff I can touch, that's tactile, things that I can do and work with. Laying aside a few more odds and ends and various sundry pieces of equipment that we don't talk about. That is something I'm working on. Work on hard skills. Can you start a fire? As much as I complain about all the people who go out in the woods and do all the bushcraft crap, it's good to know how to do it. It's also good to have a Bic lighter in your pocket. It's also good to have 20 or 30 Bic lighters somewhere secured away. It might be a good idea to incorporate a neighbor or family member into what it is that we do. If you can spoon feed them along, which is not a problem. You know, everybody started out new at some point, and that is okay. People ask me all the time why I don't, you could do basics of this one. I figure most of the people that watch the things that I do have already done the basics just like I did, and we can talk about them and we can nod our heads. Yep, we did that. Hey, So, and I know it goes into the unsexy side of it, and this is why I'll never have 1 million subscribers or anything like that, but it's, this is the basic stuff that our grandparents did. Nothing exotic, nothing spectacular. This is what our grandparents did, and our great-grandparents did, and our great-great-grandparents did. This is just what they called living. Set aside, prepare, put a little bit behind in case something happens. If you're planting a garden and you plant seeds, make sure you have enough seeds to replant once if something should happen, because odds are, that won't happen and wipe you out twice. I've been fortunate enough to experience it only happening once, not twice. Because I put out a field on some rented property, a huge field of corn, and like 4 days later we had 4 days after everything came up, we had a freak hailstorm. Usually don't have hailstorms here in Alabama, but of course we did. and it beat everything into the ground. Away she goes, and so you're able to pull up, you know, sit back, think, replant what you can, you know, that kind of stuff. That was interesting. That was fun. Um, Plan, set aside food, water, medication, security. I really think like stuff like medication is going to be a really big thing in the coming year because of all the shortages that we're experiencing. So you need to, if you are taking a certain medication for X, you need to squirrel away a supply of it and have a way to get a supply and continue to get a supply, even if it is not through regular channels. What do I mean by regular channels? You know what I mean. You need to have you a way, if you take blood pressure medication, you need to have a way where you can get your blood pressure medication or your whatever it is, insulin, whatever. If you don't have the direct channels, you go around. That is my thought. That is what I did. Anyway. It is going to be a very, very strange 2022. If you can try to generate some sort of self-reliance from your property or your homestead, I think you would be very well off if you did that. Whether it be chickens, rabbits, goats, guinea pigs, quail, whatever. I think that would really be a good idea. We are about finished up with chickens on our property here. We're going from 87 chickens down to about 22. We're going to thin them all out, and it's enough that I learned off of. It was a very good experience, and people email me all the time. If you have questions about chickens, email me, and I'll be happy to respond to you. And I need to do a video just about dang emails I've gotten about the chickens. I'm looking to do quail, looking to do rabbits, looking to do guinea pigs, all as meat sources. Yes, guinea pigs, the furry squeaky things. Yes, they are delicious. I've eaten them. Well, yeah, actually I have. So they are considered a food source, just like rabbits down in South and Central America, and they're tasty. Find a way to generate some sort of income from your side jobs, from your side gigs. We always say this, guys, if you can make an extra $200, I don't know, picking up scrap that people put out on the side of the road on garbage day, and take it into the recyclers and, you know, cash it out. It's great. It's fantastic. Do it. It's cash. It's stuff nobody talks about. Precious metals. If you can, do a little bit with precious metals. Monex has silver, $23, something like that, per spot. If you go to a pawn shop or a gold or a coin dealer, you know, in your local neighborhood, you're gonna pay probably $30 for an ounce of silver. That's okay. You make good connections, and it's all cash. It should be all cash anyway. Start digging into cryptocurrency. I think it's going to be a viable alternative for us, the people who are still going to be thriving. There's so many people who are going to be just getting by. If you just want to get by, crawl in a hole and pull the dirt over you. That is my thought. I have no desire to work with people who just get by. If you are going to thrive and excel and succeed, now that right there, that is the good stuff. Anyone can just get by. You can put a monkey in the woods and come back a year later and there'll be that monkey sitting in a tree eating something. Put one of us in the woods by ourselves for a year. Come back, you're going to find a log cabin with a fireplace, smokehouse, a well, and we'll probably invite you in for dinner. That is the difference. Our goal is not to survive. We are here to thrive, excel, succeed. Take care of you people.